We are now getting a bit later on into September, so the season is starting to wind down to an end, and our Giants are still playing quite well. They are up to 102 wins on the season with 8 games left to play. The Giants, Padres, and Dodgers have all clinched playoff spots. The entirety of those good NL West teams are going to be making the playoffs, obviously, and all 3 of these teams have the capability to win 100 games. The Dodgers would need to have a pretty solid last few games here, but they still do have a chance to win 100 games. That would be pretty nutty to have 3 100-game winners in the same division. And we are about to take on the Atlanta Braves, who basically need to win out the rest of the year if they want any chance on making the playoffs, and they have also been playing without Freddie Freeman for the majority of the season. He only has 67 ABs, as Dominic Smith has been their first baseman for basically the entire year. And boy oh boy, Javi Baez has just not cooled off since coming out of the gates on fire in the second half. He has had a monster second half of the season. He now leads the National League with 47 home runs on the year. Franmil Reyes of the Padres is right behind him with 46. It's also worth mentioning that our former prospect Sherwood Mooney got called straight up to the Marlins, and he did win NL Rookie of the Month in August. So since being called up to Miami, he has 159 ABs. He is slashing .327, .408, .535. That's a .942 OPS with 6 home runs, 13 doubles, 13 swiped bags, and 0 caught stealing. I mean, he never put up numbers anything near that for us in AAA, so it only makes sense that he would just go and be an absolute stud for the Marlins. But we have Yarlin Garcia, who of course helps us solidify our bullpen and also is going to be a member of our bullpen for the next couple seasons. And we'll have to see how the Marlins actually perform next season now that they have a decent bat, or if Mooney's even going to stay healthy for them throughout an entire season. The Giants travel out east to take on the Atlanta Braves at SunTrust Park, as they're going to be sending out a familiar face for the Giants in the left-hander Julio Urias, the former Dodger making his 32nd start, will be opposed by the young rookie right-hander Marco Murillo out of Venezuela making his 29th start of the season. Take a look at the Giants lineup 1-9 on the day, as well as the Braves lineup 1-9. We'll start things off bottom half of the first inning. Ozzie Albies, third pitch of the game, is going to send this one out to dead center field. Ramos ranging back, and this one's going to hit off the tree, and that's going to be a dead center solo shot to lead off the game. 1-0 Braves lead. After Swanson strikes out, it brings up Acuna, who's going to the same exact part of the ballpark. This literally lands on the same spot, and that's 2 solo shots in the inning for the Braves. Albies and Acuna make it a 2-0 lead, but they weren't done there. Dom Smith gets a pitch on the outside half of the plate, and he smacks it into the bullpen down the left field line. That's another solo shot, a 3-0 lead now, and they still weren't done. Ubayashi in his piss yellow cleats pisses on that ball, sends it into the right field seats, and that's a 4th solo shot of the inning, a 4-0 lead for the Braves. They still weren't done. Austin Riley then comes up and then peppers one down the left field line that's going to bounce up over the wall for a ground rule double, so he's in scoring position, but then Maria would be able to buckle down and get out of the inning, only allowing 4 on 4 solo shots in the inning as he gets Adele to pop up there, and then he strikes out Hernandez to end the inning. So moving on to the top of the third, where Keith Cloud is at the dish, and he's going to hit a ball out to left center field. That's going to split the gap as it gets over the diving glove of Acuna, and Cloud has himself a ground rule double. He's now in scoring position. Marco Murillo is then at the plate. He lays down a bunt. Cloud goes over to third, so runner on third with 1 out. Brings up Buster Posey, catching and leading off on the day, grounds one past the third baseman Riley. That gets down into the corner, and the extremely slow Buster Posey picks up a double, drives in a run. Then it brings up Javi Baez, whose first pitch swinging, and he hits another home run, adds to his National League lead, as that's a 2-run shot, and with this Giants offense, they are right back in this game. A 4-3 ball game now as your National League home run leader puts them right back in it. But then in the bottom of the 4th, it did not go well for Murillo after a couple innings of decent pitching. He gives up a double to lead off the fourth to Albies. Then it brings up Dansby Swanson, bloops one into right field. Kloboff comes on, cannot make the catch. That's going to get past him and rolls slowly to the wall. Allows Albies the score, and Swanson has an RBI triple. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Then Ronald Acuna sends one at the left center field. This one's carrying. It's got a chance. Leaping at the wall is Cloud, and this one's out of here. Another home run for Acuna makes it a 7-3 ball game. Then Seth Corey would come in to relieve Marco Murillo, the left-hander, up with the September call-ups, and he would be able to get out of the inning without allowing any more runs, as he gets a flyout from Adele to end it. Then in the bottom of the fifth, he would strike out Hernandez to start the inning, and then to end the inning, it would be Ozzie Albies also striking out. So Seth Corey put a decent relief appearance in, but then in the bottom of the sixth, he made one mistake, and Dansby Swanson sends one way out of here into those left field seats. Another home run for the Braves, as that would pretty much do it for the Giants. They could not rebound from that, as the Braves absolutely explode on offense here to come out on top over the extremely good Giants ball club, who have the best record in the National League. Acuna with 2 home runs, Swanson had a homer as well as a triple, Ozzie Albies homered, Dominic Smith homered, even Seiji Ubayashi homered. While the Giants did manage to strike for 5 runs on the day as they tacked on a few more, it was just still not enough, as Marco Murillo got pounded in this ballgame. We did end up losing that series to the Braves, as they took 2 out of 3 from us, but then we followed up by sweeping the Rockies, and then we have taken the first game of this Dodgers series, where Marco Murillo responded in his next start after that pounding he took against the Braves, and he responded by outdueling Kershaw by pitching a complete game shutout, 0 walks, and 7 strikeouts on the day for him. And also, Javi Baez still leads the National League in home runs. He is now up to 50 on the season. Javi Baez has had 50 home runs on a season, and then Franmil Reyes is still 1 behind him for second place in the National League. And now we move into a game against the longtime rival Los Angeles Dodgers. The 97-win Dodgers taking on the 106-win Giants with a battle of aces. Walker Buehler going for the Dodgers. He'll be opposed by the left-hander Chris Sale, making his 33rd start. Take a look at the Giants lineup, 1-2-9 on the day, as well as the opposing Los Angeles Dodgers lineup. A few rookies in there. Top half of the first inning, Roger Wagner draws a 4-pitch walk to start off the game, and Chris Sale somehow hurt himself, but it would be fine. He did not land himself on the IL, because it's impossible for a player to be out for more than just the game when they get hurt in game. So Brandon Finnegan came out of the bullpen cold into the game, but he did not let that affect him, as he immediately gets DJ LeMahieu to ground into a 3-6-3 double play, and then after that it's JD Martinez swinging through that inside slider as Finnegan works a scoreless top half of the first. Bottom half of the first now, Joey Gallo at the dish, rips the ball out to right field with a runner on first, and Alex Verdugo making the play as he runs into that wall, the padded wall, luckily. So top half of the second inning now, as Finnegan goes back to work, strikes out Gavin Lux, works another scoreless inning. Top half of the third, escapes a jam by working another scoreless inning as he gets the ground ball from Chapman. Top of the fourth, 2-on-2 outs again, and he blows a fastball by Walker Buehler, escapes the jam, another scoreless inning. Bottom of the fourth, and the Giants finally start to put on some offense. Javi Baez slowly grounds one down the left field line. That's going to be a single for him. Ball gets away from LeMahieu. He thinks about going to second, but the backup Healy was there on the play, so it holds Baez to a single, but then the hit and run is on with Gallo, and Baez goes first to third easily. So runners on the corners, 1 out for Elliot Ramos, who comes up, smacks a ball just barely fair down the right field line. That's going to get into the corner, scores Baez, and it's a 1-0 Giants lead. So move things on to the top of the fifth, where Finnegan works another scoreless inning, a 1-2-3 inning, this time getting Martinez to fly out to end it. So then Tanner Scott came on for the sixth to replace Finnegan. as he worked 5 scoreless, and in the top of the 6th, Scott would work a 1-2-3 inning, Verdugo with a loud out there to end it, and then in the 7th, he would work a scoreless inning as well, as Fuentes makes a diving stop, and then flips it to the covering Scott over at first base, and that's 2 scoreless innings for Tanner Scott. Eric Bench then came on in the bottom of the 9th for the Dodgers in a 1-0 game, and he would immediately give up a home run to Jock Peterson. Jock is being Jock, and he gives the Giants a 2-0 lead. They were not done in the inning, though, as then Javi Baez comes up, and that's going to be his second single of the day. This one's hard hitting at the left center field gap, and Wagner gets to it quickly enough to hold Baez to a single. And then Joey Gallo would come up, unloads on the first pitch, and Pico de Gallo sends that one out to left center field. That's out of here, a 2-run shot for the left-handed power bat, and it makes it a 4-0 lead. Jason Tuchman then came on for the 9th inning, and he would proceed to work a 1-2-3 inning as he strikes out Ruiz to end it, and the Giants shut out the Dodgers 4-0. Chris Sale only faces one batter, walks him, and then the bullpen gets the job done. Like I said, Sale, luckily enough, did not find himself on the IL, because I have never seen a player get hurt in an actual game and then actually be injured after the game. Usually it's you finish the game and nothing even happened to the guy. But Brandon Finnegan did indeed pitch 5 shutout innings, 4 strikeouts, only gave up 5 hits, 1 walk. And Joey Gallo gets player of the game honors. He was 2 for 4 in the day with that 2-run shot in the 8th inning. Jock Peterson, of course, also homered in that inning, and Javi Baez went 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles and scored twice as well. So with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of the San Francisco Giants franchise. The next episode you see will be the end of regular season recap, where we go over everything that happened in the regular season and then also preview our playoff matchup and take a look at the playoff bracket, all that good stuff. And then, of course, after that, the next episode will be starting off the NLDS against whoever we are playing in that matchup. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I am saying, Gio Urshela.